guys, so today I got inspired to do a video by a YouTuber that I really enjoy watching. She's called Sarah, so I'm gonna just put a link to her channel down below, even though you probably know her. And she made a video about the first time you have sex, your first sexual experience. I actually have done a video before about sex, but it was a very general video. It's something that most people will experience. It's something that's quite important in someone's life, I guess, I would say. Probably, maybe. I just felt like it would be interesting for me to talk about it a little bit. So the first thing I would like to say is that it is important, yes. I think at least it's important. I think any sexual experience is important, but your first sexual experience is very, very important because, you know, they say you always remember your first one, and obviously the first one has an impact on the rest of your sexual life. As much as it's important, I would also say it's important not to mystify it too much. You know, it's okay if you make a mistake, it's okay if you don't enjoy it, it's okay if it's not going too well the first time you do it. And if you feel like it's not that important to you, you know, don't think you're weird or you're not normal, you know. For some people it might be super, super important. For some people it might just be, you know, not so important, and that's fine as long as you're being true to yourself and really respecting your feelings and how you really deeply feel inside. It's fine. So yeah, I think the most important thing is to listen to yourself. You're supposed to know yourself the best. It doesn't mean you cannot ask for advice. Obviously you can, but in the end you're the one, you know, ultimately you're the one who's gonna make a choice. So you have to listen to yourself very, very carefully. If you feel like you're not really ready, probably means you're not. Listen both your body and both your mind. If you listen only to your body, it might not be the very accurate state of how you're feeling, because maybe your body really wants it, maybe you're feeling really horny, but doesn't mean, or really aroused, but doesn't mean that you're actually ready to do it. And it's quite the same. You're like, okay, I'm 16 now, or I'm 18, I don't know, so it's time to do it, I'm ready, but you don't feel like your body really wants to do it, you don't feel like your heart really wants to do it either, it's probably not the best time, and it's probably not the time at all. I think you also have to be really careful. It can be dangerous if you're a girl especially. Unfortunately, it happens very often that you start feeling like, yes, I want to do it, and in the end you don't want to do it and the boy doesn't listen to you. It happens also that the girls doesn't listen to the boy, but it's much less frequent. But anyway, no matter your gender, just be careful. Even if for you it's not as important as the point you would save it for the person you feel like is your soulmate or whatever, do at least do it with someone that you trust, someone you can rely on, someone who's not gonna aggress you, be violent towards you, or disrespect you. You have to do it with someone you trust and you know that he or he is gonna respect you if you say no. If you say, I don't want to do that, I don't feel ready to do this thing yet, you know, this person has to listen to you. Don't do something you think is degrading, and don't do something you don't feel ready to do anyway. That's the very important thing. Also be careful, protect yourself. You know, it doesn't happen only to others to get pregnant or to get a disease, so it would be very, very bad to get the disease. You know, you just want to be careful with that kind of things. All of that is why you hear the most, like, do it with someone you trust or someone you love, be careful, do it in safe and you know, clean, I would say, conditions. But I think what worries the most people is actually the act itself and how you're gonna look, how you're gonna appear, and what you're gonna do. It can be really stressful for some people to just, you know, be naked, or, well, naked in front of someone. I don't feel like that at all. I can be naked in front of anyone, I really don't care. But I can understand that for some people it might be really like, oh, what is he or what is she gonna think about my body? I don't know, it's very rare that someone is gonna like you, have feelings for you, be, you know, attracted to you, and suddenly when you're naked, all of that disappears. I don't think it happens very often. And also remember that you're not just your body, and no one's perfect. Everybody is unique, and everyone has, you know, some little characteristics. It's not things you should think about in that kind of situation. You just have to let go of your stress, and remember that logically the person you're doing it with loves you, and she or he is gonna accept you for who you are, and you're more than just a body. So don't worry about that. When none of you knows exactly what you're doing, when none of you has experienced it before, you know, just have to go with your feelings and what you feel you really want to do, and I think it's going to come naturally. And on the other hand, if the person you're doing it with has experienced before, she can or he can guide you and help you and make you feel really comfortable. You know, it's not something, it's not like a show you put on, and it's not like a performance, a sport performance. It's something you do, both of you, or I don't know if you're more than two. It's something intimate, it's something personal. It doesn't have to obey to any norms or any rules or any laws. So don't feel like, oh my god, is this really how it's gonna work? Oh, am I doing something wrong? Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that or say that. You know, no, just do whatever is you, whatever you want to do, and it's fine. You know, there is not one unique way to do it and to feel it, to experience it, to live it. As much as age doesn't define you, I don't think it's important to do it at 20, 30, 40, whatever. I think, I don't know, I think there are times when you might think you're ready but you're not ready. Like for example, someone who's 15 or 14, I think it's a bit early. I don't want to say that, you know, that if you've done it when you were that age, you did a mistake, and I don't want to say that it was a bad thing or a wrong thing, but definitely if I had a daughter or a son, I don't think I would advise them and I would encourage them to do it at that age, because it's very young. It is still something, I mean, the actual sexual act for me is still something that belongs to the adult world and not to the kids world. It's not something children should experience. So enjoy your youth. You know, there are tons of things you can do besides having sex. You know, you can date, you can kiss, you can go to the movies, you can have experiences together. I think it's important, you know, to be like, oh my god, like having butterflies in your stomach just by holding hands or feeling like the person is really close to you or hugging. It's important to value all these little things, you know, because sex is not the end of it all, and sex is not the ultimate thing you can do in a relationship. You know, you can play, you can tease, I mean, not on purpose, obviously, just to say no at the end, but you can get really close, you can feel confident, suddenly realize you don't want to do it. In that kind of situation, it might be a bit hard to say no eventually, but you have to do it. So obviously, it's kind of more important when it's your first time, but even if it's not your first time, it's important too. When you end up having sex and you didn't actually want to have sex, it's not a great feeling at all. I would suppose, I would assume. So especially when it's for your first time, you know, when you have a bad experience for your first time, not bad in the sense of you didn't enjoy it too much, or you didn't get to have an orgasm, or it wasn't exciting or as amazing as you thought it would be, because you know, that happens, it's fine. But I'm talking about bad experience in the sense you feel dirty, you regret it so much, you feel ashamed. This can really damage you. This can really traumatize you. This can have big impact on your life and affect your sexual and emotional romantic life for a very long time. My biggest advice of all is just to do it only if you really want to do it. You don't have to do it to please your friends or to look like your friends who've done it before and you haven't. You don't have to do it because you're 25 and you still haven't done it, or you're 30 and you still haven't done it. You don't have to do it because your boyfriend or your girlfriend really wants to do it. You don't have not to do it or not to want to do it because, you know, in your family they think it's better for you to wait until marriage. Just do it whenever you really want to do it. Don't let hesitation or doubt become a yes, because it's not meant to become a yes. It's important to really respect yourself and respect the person you're having sex with. And I think saying no and also telling your true feelings, how you feel, if you like it or if you don't like it, is also being respectful to the person you're having sex with. So don't lie. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to your partner. So that was my video about the first time. I hope I covered enough, you know, points for it to be interesting. Let me know if you have any questions or opinions. If you're a boy, I would really love to hear about, you know, your feelings and how you think about it, because we don't really hear boys that much, and I think it's a shame. I mean, they also live it as the first time, so I think it's quite meaningful for them too. And we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye!